Professionally oriented tasks for learning and using mapping technology with ArcGIS tools. In our report, we want to demonstrate the expediency of applying professionally oriented tasks to study the technology of the mapping process using ArcGIS, taking into account the peculiarities of the training of natural sciences. Socio-economic mapping using ArcGIS is an important step for creating management systems to support decision-making by future geographers and beyond. Task 1. To find out the concept of professionally oriented tasks and the requirements for their introduction into the educational process in pedagogical institutions of higher education. 2. To develop professionally oriented tasks from the course Digital Technologies in Education and Science for geographer students, to study the theoretical and practical aspects of GIS application, to analyze the possibilities of modern GIS as a technical tool, to develop training instructions for working in ArcMap. Research methods. Theoretical. Analysis and generalization of scientific and pedagogical literature, modeling of the educational process. Empirical. Observation of the educational process in a higher education institution during the digital technologies and education and science. Training course, test tasks, questionnaires, questionnaire of personal evaluations. GIS software, ArcMap, is the main ArcGIS application which is used to create maps and solve various GIS tasks, both general and highly specialized, is based on electronic map, works with a map document. A pedagogical experiment on the study of the effectiveness of the use of professionally oriented tasks for the study and use of mapping technology by means of ArcGIS by future teachers geographers. Among the existing wide range of software environments for creating a series of maps, we analyze the online services of powerful web categories or GIS portals, ArcGIS Online, Google Earth, Google Maps, Wikipedia, Bing Maps, MapQuest, Yahoo Maps, Multimap.com, Map24.com, Expedia.com, Maps on US, eAtlas, Yandex Maps, etc. After analyzing GIS environments, we have come to the conclusion that ArcMap is the primary application for mapping, editing, analyzing, and managing data. In ArcMap, you can create maps from layers of spatial data, choose colors and symbols, make attribute queries, analyze spatial relationships, design map replacement, etc. We were faced with the question of developing tasks aimed at the formation of professional and technological abilities and skills of future geographer teachers, by completing which students should independently come to the opinion that the professional activity of a teacher is not reduced to separate fragmentary knowledge, methods, or educational disciplines. This will be facilitated by the fact that students will transfer certain algorithms and skills from one discipline to another, reflecting on the degree of their development and setting themselves self-educational tasks. Let's consider the creation of a map of the population of the regions of Ukraine in ArcMap using the quantitative background method. The quantitative background method is often used in the construction of population maps, economic maps, and some political geographical maps. To demonstrate this method, a vector map of Ukraine was used, adding a column to the attribute table population. Map of the population of the regions of Ukraine created using the quantitative background method. We took the data for creating the map from the State Statistics Service of Ukraine and entered it into the attribute table, population column. See Table 1. Table 1. Population estimated as of October 1st, 2020. The developed professionally oriented tasks were offered to students of the Faculty of Geography when studying the course Digital Technologies in Education and Science during 2 academic years. 2021, 2022, and 2023, the 1st September, in the preparation of specialists of the educational level of the Master of Ternopil National Pedagogical University named after Volodymyr Hnatyuk. Under educational programs, secondary education, geography, in the specialty 01407, secondary education, geography, OP ecology in the specialty 101 ecology, OP Geography in the specialty 106 Geography, OP Earth Sciences in the specialty 103 Earth Sciences, OP Tourism as a specialty 242 Tourism. A total of 173 students were involved in the experimental work. See Table 2. Students received tasks related to the creation of cartograms in laboratory practical classes. The use of such tasks in the process of training a future specialist make it possible to focus attention on learning basic modern and promising data processing systems. The possibilities of using digital technologies in the process of preparing and conducting geography classes. Principles of processing tabular information collected in the process of practical activity for the future geographer. Possibilities of visualization of the results of measurement procedures. Analysis and forecasting of processes based on statistical data. Methods of statistical processing of experimental data. Search functions for quick viewing of the required information. Distribution of students involved in experimental work by educational programs and academic years. In order to analyze and establish the quantitative and qualitative characteristics of students' ability to study and use mapping technology, the following criteria were defined: motivational, cognitive, and personal reflective. To determine the levels of formation of the specified quality, test tasks, questionnaires, and a questionnaire of personal evaluations were used, which formed the basis of the methodology of experimental confirmation of the criteria and corresponding indicators defined by us. A questionnaire was used for the motivational criterion, for cognitive test tasks, for personal reflective assessment questionnaires. At the beginning of the research, it was established that, according to all the defined criteria, the students have a low level of ability to study and use mapping technology, 53%. There is a significant 33% indicator of the average level and a small number of students, 14%, who have a high level of ability to study and use mapping technology, and therefore the investigated problem is timely for solution. The effectiveness of the introduction of professional-oriented tasks into the educational process is confirmed by the positive changes that were detected after the completion of the formative stage of the experiment. Table 3. According to the data of the experiment, the high level of students' ability to learn and use mapping technology in the groups increased by 24% since the beginning of the study, average by 12%. Low decreased by 36% after the completion of the formative phase of the experiment. According to statistical calculations, changes in the level of students' ability to study and use mapping technology due to the implementation of the methodology of using professionally oriented tasks are statistically significant, that is probable. Indicators of students' ability to learn and use mapping technology. The obtained results confirm the effectiveness of the implementation of the methodology, its impact on increasing the level of students' ability to study and use the mapping technology of future specialists. Quantitative and qualitative analysis of the results of the research and experimental work confirms the effectiveness and expediency of the approbation of the methodology of using professional-oriented tasks with the use of mapping technology by means of ArcGIS. Prospects for further scientific research are possible in the direction of analysis of the results of the implementation of specially organized professionally oriented training, substantiation of interdisciplinary connections of professional training subjects, as well as the development of professional-oriented tasks. Thank you for your attention.